The Chicago Bulls got a steal with Matas Buzelis. We're going to be talking about why Matas Buzelis being left off the All-Summer League team was a good thing for Matas Buzelis and also a great thing for the Chicago Bulls. This is your host, Rico Greenhowe, and this is another episode of Bulls Digest. And before we go ahead and jump into it, wanted to let you know that 76.7% of you that watch the videos are not subscribed to the channel. Make sure that you mash that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with the latest news and happenings around your Chicago Bulls. It would mean the world to us as we try to get to 5,000 subscribers before the NBA season starts. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the topic of the day. And we're talking about Matas Buzelis being left off the All-Summer League teams and why this is a good thing. So let's go ahead and jump into the first team. So you have Gigi Jackson the second, you have Jordan Miller, you have Scottie Pippen Jr., you have Reed Sheppard, and you also have Khalil Ware. And initially, the two rookies on the team, I absolutely love it because Khalil Ware, every time I had a chance to look at him, I was just thinking to myself, like, man, I wish the Chicago Bulls would have somehow found a way to get another draft selection to go along with Matas Buzelis. Can you imagine just having Khalil Ware and Buzelis together? I think that that would have been an excellent combination for the Chicago Bulls. But I think that he played fabulous. I think that he knocked down three-point shots. He rebounded. He went out there and he showed us that he has a high motor, which is one of the things that they said he didn't have, which is laughable. So I thought that he did a terrific job in the Summer League. And yes, I know it is the Summer League, but still look good. Reed Sheppard, I thought that he showed that, you know what, his offensive bag is a lot deeper than what it was in Kentucky. And I think that you're going to see him be even more creative. I love the fact that he was knocking down logo shots. So I absolutely love that. And then to go along with that, you have, I think, a couple veterans and Gigi Jackson the second and Scottie Pippen Jr. Like, I think that Gigi Jackson the second, he really took advantage of injuries last year for Memphis. I think that they need to have some good small forwards and two guards out there, and I think he's going to have an excellent season. You can definitely tell he put in the work over the summer, and so did Scottie Pippen Jr. I think he's trying to fight to make the club. He was with the Lakers last season, so I think that, you know, all these selections were right on, like, for the first team. Like, I totally understand it, even though, you know, Matas Buzelis did play well. I think that these players that were selected on the first team, I think, were well deserving of it. The second team, you have another couple rookies on there in Bub Carrington and then also Donovan Clegan. I think that with Donovan Clegan, the one takeaway from him is that he led the rookies, or actually I think everybody, in rebounding and then also two block shots. I think he had like 4.4 block shots and he had 12.3 rebounds as well. So, I mean, he absolutely hit the boards and he was blocking shots, and it was a lot of good highlights out there. Now, his offense, he was only averaging 9 points a game, and that's understandable. I think that Donovan Clegan hasn't really found his it factor on the offensive end, and I think he's going to be very dependent on what Scoot Henderson does for him, and then also Anthony Simons out there. Like, those guys are going to have to be creative, put him in some great spots to catch lobs and things like that. But he'll find his way. It looks like he's already being a factor really in rebounding and block shots. So I think that you know, he was well deserved on that team. And then with Bub Carrington, I think that with him, the one thing that I'll take away from that is that I thought that he was even better than the second pick in the draft for Washington. I think he's going to have a ton of usage, and I really think he has some high upside. I think that he can really go out here and be a sneaky good rookie, can Bub Carrington. So I like him a lot. I thought that, you know, he looked good. And then with Jaime Jaquez Jr., he is a terrific player for the Miami Heat. He absolutely showed he probably didn't even belong in the Summer League, but this guy's a hooper, just loves to show up. And Jalen Wilson, I believe, he won the Summer League MVP, if I'm not mistaken, as well. So he absolutely balled out. And so, look, I think that, you know, Buzelis not being on that, or Buzelis, excuse me, not being on that first or second team, I think was good. And so, you know, I think that Buzelis it's okay. Like I'm okay with him not being on those teams, and I think that this is great for him. I think that this is going to give him a bit of an edge moving forward in his rookie season. That's one of the things that I'm taking away from, just his ability to compete at a high level and just to be super motivated. Like, I think one of the things that they talked about was that he felt like he was the number one pick in the draft. And I think a lot of announcers were saying that as well. And I have to think that him being left off those teams, he's not going to say that he cares about it, but I guarantee you it's something that's going to be in the back of his mind. And I think it's something that he's going to go out there and he's going to compete in that way when it comes down to his rookie season. And, just looking at his numbers, he was right around 20 points a game, 5 rebounds a game, just under an assist, a steal, and then he had 2 blocks as well. So this guy was putting up numbers, and then his points did take a little bit of a dip the last couple games because of the scoring. That's okay. I think it fell down to like 16 points a game, but he showed you that he could play on the ball, he could play off the ball, he could come off the bench, he could start, take the ball off the glass on rebound attempts and take it all the way down. He absolutely showed you that, he can be a very good corner 3-point shooter once he spots up. And once he learns, I think, how to create and then knock down 3-point shots, I think that that's going to take him to another level. But right now, he has the ability to get to the free throw line. I think he really got to the free throw line a lot throughout the summer league. So him being able to draw up fouls, I think, is going to be huge for him. That's always a plus if you can get to the line, especially if your offense is struggling. And so, I just think that Buzelis showed us a lot, and he really showed us that absolutely he was a steal at pick 11. And there's a real chance that he might, in fact, be the best rookie out of this class. And I love what they say on NBA.com when they compare him to Franz Wagner. I think that that's a terrific comparison. I think that he absolutely can get to that. I think he's more of that than he is a Chad Holmgren. And yeah, I think that he absolutely showed us the defensive instincts, the patience and the timing to go ahead and contest shots and even to create shots on the offensive end as well. So, look, I think that this is going to be great. He did not make this team. I think he's going to be super motivated going into his rookie season because he feels like he's the best rookie. Also, too, he's going to feel like that he was one of the best players in the summer league as well. And I think that that's going to help with the Chicago Bulls as far as just that competitive nature. And I think that that means that we're going to get the max effort out of Matas Buzelis, right? I think that he's one of those guys that's for sure showing us, man, that he has that kind of edge. And I think that Chicago is going to love that. And I think that, this is going to help our team. We need a player to come in like that. And I think it's something that it spreads throughout the team. I think that him being that competitive with that drive, I think is certainly going to help our team out. And I said this before, whoever's in front of Buzelis, right, on the roster, I think he's going to push them. And not only is he going to push to get on the floor, but whoever's out there, he wants to win that bad, he's going to push them too. So I think that this is a great thing. So let me know in the comments what you think. Do you think that, him being left off the all summer league teams is a good thing for the Chicago Bulls? Or do you think that, it doesn't matter. Either way, we got us a great player here and it doesn't really matter. Let me know in the comments what you're thinking. So even though we're talking about the all summer league teams, I'm still saying go Bulls, and I will see you on the next one. Peace, peace, peace.